Wasn't ready. Oh well. Anyways, though. So I did a review for Chase. Not a review, but I pretty much let him know what I was reading. But I didn't really talk about the books that much. You know, and why I like them, why I keep coming back. I'm going to start off with... It's not the best book in the market, alright? Yeah, this is #1. But Deathstroke. Now, is this book good? It's alright. Daniels tried writing it and doing the art, but failed. The art is impeccable, for reals. That's why you pick it up. Dude, Daniels in Deathstroke, he draws violence exceptionally well, and it's bloody, it's detailed, you know. He's a good choice for the art for this book. Now, I haven't read up to the part where, like, I'm really behind. I only read like 2 issues where he's going up against Wonder Woman. I have no idea what's going on, but it seems alright. I'll keep picking it up. Next on the list that I want to talk about. Okay, Batman. Has this book let me down? Never. Never has let me down. Now, I know a lot of people are not digging the whole new suit because, you know, because to the world, Bruce Wayne is dead, and or Batman is dead, excuse me. And so the new Batman needs to take his place, so it's Gordon. I was iffy about the idea, but then I read it, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm on board. And it's Snyder, dude. I don't doubt him, you know. And Capullo on the art, you can't go wrong. Sadly he's leaving soon though, which sucks. But I'm enjoying the run so far. I'm gonna keep reading it, and if Snyder leaves, and Capullo leaves, which he is, I'll give it a couple shots and then I'll judge it from there. But so far, so good. If I needed to recommend the book to anybody, a DC book, it'd be this book. But from the beginning, obviously. Now, another book that I mentioned that I'm going to cancel soon is, sorry, that was my roommate, he wanted to play music, is Ghost Rider. Now, what drew me to this book was, 1, it's in LA, 2, it's not a bike, it's a car this time, and 3, you got Tradd Moore doing the art. Man, this fool was a beast, dude. Now, it started off really strong, and then Tradd Moore left, unfortunately, and then it started to go down. You know, I really want this book to do well, though. Well, that's that. Probably canceled. Actually canceled. Other book that everyone's talking about, Suicide Squad. This book is a hit or miss. I'm not gonna lie. There's issues where I'm like, what were they thinking? There's other parts where I'm like, oh shit, this is good, you know? But, like, this whole Deathstroke in it and Joker's daughter did not fit, you know? I miss King Shark, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm waiting for the new Suicide Squad with the talent, and, you know, I'm gonna judge it from there. But the Suicide Squad to me is like, you know, it does bad most of the time, but then you see it does somewhat alright, and you're like, man, it could get better. I'm going to keep picking it up, you know, but that one's iffy. That's a guilty pleasure, if anything. Another book that was started off really strong and then fell off, Magneto. This book, when it first came out, was the shit. It was like you had Magneto, you know, by himself, hunting motherfuckers that would be doing horrible things to mutants, you know. It was low-key, you know. He didn't have that many powers, you know. But, oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie. I read the finale, you know, because it had to do with this shit right here, Secret Wars. The Last Days of Magneto. Terrible. Terrible. It was awful. It was atrocious. I just read it hoping it'll be better. I recommend the first 2/3 of that book. Last third with the whole, you know, Secret Wars shit, 86 that shit. Now, another book that's I'm enjoying, Justice League. Okay, I started off reading it because Jeff Johns and Jim Lee, and it was a big deal. And then I started dropping off around the 15s, and then after what's this shit called, dude? Is it Fear Itself? No, that's different. Fuck, dude, I'm going blank on the event. But the event with Owlman and all them, you know, and fucking Luther being part of the team, that's when I was like, alright, I'll fuck with this book again. And has it let me down? No. Johns is still on top of it when it comes to that book. Another book where I keep reading and it's on top of it, Spawn. Now, I know that none of these issues are current because my current issues are in the car, but I'm down with Al Simmons coming back, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I kind of wish there was 2 books because I started with Downing and not with Al Simmons, and so with me starting with Al Simmons is totally new. By the way, this is an Al Simmons book right here, newer edition. The art totally changed. Am I digging it? Not as much as this one, but I understand that it's Al Simmons. We need a new direction. We need it to feel different. And I'm like, alright, you know, I don't hate the book because of the art. It could be better, but it's still really good, you know. It could be great, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I want to hop onto a book of greatness right here. Black Science. I've talked about this before. This book is the shit. Because I said it before in Chase's thing, it really is like Lost in Space, but really dark, gritty. It's an adult book, and ask, you know, what would happen if we, like, you know, had the power to, you know, to go to different dimensions, and obviously, no surprise, we fuck it up. Because everything we go, we destroy.
ISIS, homie, ISIS.
And then, stupid ISIS. And then another book that I love, but hold on, give me a second. Dude, Batman and Robin. This book has not let me down at all. But ever since we've gone through this route, Robin, son of Batman, I know it's the same creative team. It doesn't feel the same. I need Batman in this. And not just because I'm a big Batman fan, because I love the whole, like, you know, you have the delinquent son that, you know, is trying to, like, hold back his demons of killing people, and he had his dad, you know, trying to teach him the ways. And by the way, when Robin died, supposedly, and Bruce Wayne was in a lost place, and, like, they tried everything to bring him back. And then, specifically this arc where he actually goes up to Darkseid and fucks him up. Oh, man, dude, good shit. Good shit. The Son of Batman, I don't know, dude. The art, Gleason is, oh, man. The colors, whoever the inker is, shout outs to that guy, dude. I don't know if they change it up all the time. It usually is Callie's. I don't know if he's the inker or the fucking colorist, but either way, they're doing a good job. Impeccable job. Okay, going back to this, American Vampire. This book, written by Snyder, also writing Batman, is what got me to read it, because I'm not really that big of a vampire fan, but I was like, you know what, Snyder. This is when Snyder was doing Swamp Thing also, and I gave that a chance, and that was really good. I still loved his run of Swamp Thing, but then I went back and picked this up, and it's basically, you know, like this chick from the, like, early 1900s or maybe late 1890s. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Trying to be a movie star, and she gets caught up with these vampires, and she's just like an innocent girl, but you basically see her grow into like this strong woman. Like, so we meet her at the 1900s, and currently we're in the 1950s, and we're dealing with the devil. Pretty cool theme. I'm not gonna lie. Is it disturbing at times? Yes, but man, dude, this is what you want when it comes to a vampire book. Like, when people talk about vampire stories, I'm like, dude, American Vampire, and people are like, nah. And I'm like, whatever, bro. You don't know what's up. Stick to that Twilight shit if you don't like this shit.
That shit was scary as fuck. I read it. This is just me in the background talking shit, but I read that shit. That shit was scary.
Especially when that chick was pregnant.
Yeah, she was pregnant. I was like, what's going on right here? And I don't read that much as this motherfucker does, but I read it my times.
Alright, what else haven't I talked about? Okay, Guardians. Okay, currently, I'm a little bit behind, but I know people are be like, oh, well, you jumped on the bandwagon because of the movie. That's not really true. You know what got me to jump on this wagon? Fucking Venom. You know why? Because, dude, did you not read the last Venom? Come on, bro. Remender did it. It was an impeccable run, you know. And then when I saw this shit, I was like, I'm gonna give this shit a chance. And I fell in love with the book. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not up to date. But so far, so good. The movie helped, obviously, you know. Speaking of Remender, I'm sorry, Remender. I fell behind in this book, bro. I know it's really fucking good, but I'm just too behind. Like, I couldn't afford it at the time. I'm like, man, like, I totally, and the person didn't pull my pull. But anyone who's a Remender fan, I'm sorry, bro. But, you know, I'm sure it's good, but I just fell behind. Speaking of Remender, I picked this shit up. This is how much I love Remender, the writer. I would see Remender on it, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick this shit up. That's how loyal I am to that guy. And I met him a couple times. Cool guy. Signed all my books. Awesome dude. Everybody's reading this shit. Everybody. Look how fucking high my stack is. And this is just what I have here. This book, whenever I pick up and I see Walking Dead, usually I read this shit first. Awesome book. It's just that, man, dude, it's a good compliment I'm about to give it, but I'm like, man, I want to read more. That's like the best compliment you could give this. Because sometimes this book, I don't like the way it ends sometimes. It's just like, alright, like, something happens and they discuss it and the book. And I'm just like, fuck, I want to read more. So it's not a bad thing. I'm digging it. Okay. Let me think about what else I haven't put up on the list. I think that's almost everything. I say the fucking best for last, dude. Saga. Saga. I already know everybody is talking about this book. I fucking love it. I picked this up because my comic book shop owner was like, pick it up. It's going to be worth something. And in my end, I was like, alright. And I'm not going to lie, bottom of the fucking pile for a while. Psh, put that shit at the bottom. One day, I was like, my pool was short. So I reading this shit and I was like, God damn, this book is good. Like, when I read this book, I'm not gonna fucking lie. I tell myself, damn, dude, this is what comic books are about. Because this is what this art form can do, that books can do, that movies can do. That this is the only way to tell this story. And I know that, like, the writer feels the same way and the whole team feels the same way. But, I mean, it's just so imaginative. Like, the colors, you know, like the types of people and creatures that are out there, you know. Basically, it's like this whole Romeo and Juliet in space opera, and you know, even and like, you know, you have the girl, the daughter.
Show 'em the art. Shit, you're talking all about, man, zoom in that shit. What the hell?
I'll show him a little bit of the art. God damn it.
It's unique art. It's very unique.
You know, like this. You know, we got like the king, and obviously of the TV land. Obviously, he's gonna be a plasma. Shit like that. Little things like that. You know. I'm like, fuck. This book is the shit. That's why I fuck with this book. You know. And even then, like, you know, it's told in the perspective of the daughter, and you don't even like know what's going on because she's talking about it in past tense. And speaking of the narrative, god damn it, I respect the fact that the narrative is handwritten. All the narrative that when Hazel's talking, handwritten. I respect that. This is the best book in the market. I buy this for someone who doesn't read comics, just to show them what's up. This is the best book in the market. Anyways, by the way, I also want to give out a shout out to my comic book shop, Fat Collectibles. Dude, remember when this shit was fucking popping? Now, I don't know if you can find it for cheap now, but dude, this shit was going for like $9.99 an issue, and I hit them up and told them I wanted it. They got it for me, and I paid cover price. Hell yeah, good shit, Fat Collectibles. Anyways, though, oh yeah, everyone's talking about this book too. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. I know Comic Book Girl 19 loves this shit. I know dude, there was a book club, and I'm like, damn, dude, I tried giving this a shot. It's not my thing, dude. It's cool for whoever likes it. I'm not gonna hate on you. Like, I can see why people would like this book. I mean, the art isn't bad, you know. It's told pretty well, but it's just not my thing. Sorry. Other than that, oh shit, we gotta talk about this. Okay? Look. I hate events. Every year, I tell myself, I'm not reading another fucking Marvel event. And every year, I end up reading the Marvel event. It's just like, it's like a bad relationship, you know? You know, you get in there and you're just like, alright, let's see what this is about. and then you're like, I'm not feeling this shit. I'm out of here. And then a while, time passes on.
That pussy be too good.
And
sometimes.
then, and then they're like, oh, new event. Like for example, this one, I was gonna avoid this shit at all costs, but
that pussy too
Jason
good.
Aaron, Mike Diota, or whatever the fuck you pronounce his last name, psh, trash. Didn't like it, but it lured me in, And so when this shit came out, I told myself, fuck no, I'm not reading this shit. And then I heard Doctor Doom is one of the main characters in this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna read this shit. Read it. So far, I'm on board. Surprisingly, so far so good. This book kind of confusing. There's a lot of shit going on here, and you need to be reading like Marvel universe shit for the past maybe 6-7 years to get this shit. Maybe even longer, because there's some things that I don't get, And so I wouldn't recommend this to a newbie. I'd recommend this to someone who's been reading this for like Marvel shit for a while. Dude, the art, dude. I need to bust out the fucking art in this book, man. And I know Chase is watching this shit laughing because he's like, fuck the art. He goes, oh, I am all about the art. I'm not gonna lie. The story is a big deal too, but the art's good. I'm gonna fall in love with you, man. Even let me show some good shit.
Sorry, I'm gonna pause it. I'm not gonna pause it, but look at this clown right here, creeping and shit. Anyways, he wasn't lying about that American Vampire stuff. That shit is scary. That shit's some good stuff too. Alright, my bad.
Anyways. Okay, I should show you first issue. Boom. Like, I love the attention to detail, fuck, man. Everything about this book is good, alright? Confusing? Yes. But I think it's a shit. So it just adds. By the way, dude, fuck this, dude. Look at this, dude. Look how many ads we have to go through to even watch this movie. See, that's why I don't even want to fuck with Marvel that much anymore. I'm cutting back on this shit for real. After this event, everything's getting reset. All number ones. I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm not gonna fall for that shit. Even the new Wolverine, I'm a huge X-23 fan. Am I gonna read it? No, I'm not going to. Like, I'm pretty much done with this fucking universe, Marvel. But I'm down to read this last hurrah. Anyways, though. Oh shit, I forgot to talk about this other Image indie book, Luther Strode. Remember we're talking about Ghost Rider shit? Trad Moore, same artist. This is his baby right here though. The art, oh man, I'm gonna go on an art fucking frenzy right now. Dude, this is one of the best artists in the business, dude. He's coming up, dude. This guy is a fucking beast. He knows how to direct action really well. And overall, I love how he draws facial expressions, Good shit. Good shit. I want to meet this motherfucker. And you know what? This is baby, and I'm gonna support it. But how many books am I reading? So basically, I'm reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13 because Magneto just ended. 13 books, not bad. I cut back a shit ton, but I feel like right now, Marvel and DC are just really because of because one, Convergence, and 2, Secret Wars, and for them doing number ones constantly, it's a huge turnoff. I'm going towards indie books, low key. I'm enjoying those way more than these books. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some strong books, Like Batman, I'm still gonna pick up. Justice League, I'm still gonna pick up. But when events happen, it just fucks up people's mojo, and you could fucking tell. You could tell that the creative teams have trouble trying to keep up with or relate to what's going on with the event. And Marvel's gonna shoot themselves in the foot. For reals. This is the 4th time in 4 years? Maybe 3 years? Maybe even less. That they've done the whole number one thing. Whack. Not feeling it. Anyways though, that's my review of the books I'm reading right now. That's it. Good shit.
Good shit. Woo! Hey, that's a fuckload of piles, alright? And anyways, thanks to this motherfucker, he inspired us. Like always, shout out to Casey. And his family, Candace and what's the baby?
I forgot.
Oh man, that's my boy.
Fuck, we know this motherfucker's family. That's funny.